Spoilers, baby. Don't say we didn't warn you. Anyone who knew him before he came to Hollywood knows that Matt Smith deserved better than Morbius, and now has it with House of the Dragon. Next, what would be the happiest ending for Hopper according to David Harbour? The end of the 13th Doctor is near. And, you know what? Why don't you stick around and let yourself be surprised? Let's get to it. First, Matt Smith deserved better than Morbius, and now has it with House of the Dragon. Morbius was everything we expected it to be, and nothing all at the same time. But one thing we weren't expecting was Matt Smith showing off his new beach body in that one scene that became an instant legend and meme, even before the flopped movie was released for streaming. On paper, Smith's Milo was horribly generic, which is why his little "It's Morbin time" dance stood out even more. It showed the undeniable talent of this secret character actor who was absolutely wasted in a movie like Morbius. Smith was one of the first to be cast for the Game of Thrones spin-off, House of the Dragon, deemed the perfect actor to portray the Prince of the City, Daemon Targaryen, which meant that he would also be under the most severe scrutiny from George R.R. Martin's loyal fans of the source material, upon which House of the Dragon is based. But those who were unfamiliar with this amazing actor before would not have known that he has already more than proven himself by portraying the 11th Doctor in Doctor Who, where a subtle duality was already presented all but flawlessly. Smith is more than up to the task to portray the notorious scoundrel. In fact, one might argue that this is only the beginning of Smith's ascent into ultimate stardom. Next up, David Harbour teases Stranger Things 5, and on what the happiest ending possible would be for Harper. David Harbour's Jim Harper had a real rough time in season 4 of Stranger Things, which is all the more tragic since Harper is a man of simple hopes and dreams. All he wanted was to see his adoptive daughter Eleven, portrayed by Millie Bobby Brown, keep the door open exactly 3 inches, take Joyce Byers, who is portrayed by Winona Ryder, out to a nice Italian restaurant and watch Magnum P.I. on Wednesday nights. Instead, he got abducted by Soviet agents who tortured him for most of the 4th season, which forced him to plot his dangerous escape, not to mention having to battle Demogorgons in the Gulag. No, Hopper did not have the best of times in Stranger Things season 4. Well, aside from that last moment with Eleven right at the end. Speaking of endings, what would be the happiest ending that Hopper could get, according to the man who portrays him? Harbour was asked that exact question during New York Comic-Con, and the answer is just as simple as you might expect. I think what would make him happiest is to be able to see and protect the ones that he loves, said Harbour. But given how the Duffer Brothers did send our beloved Hopper all the way to Russia in season 4, can we expect Hopper to have a happy ending? If we believe Harbour, we can expect that the Duffer Brothers will definitely stick the landing very well. What do you think that means? And now, Doctor Who, the Power of the Doctor trailer and release date revealed. The end of 13 is near, whether we're ready for it or not. The BBC has confirmed that Jodie Whittaker's run as the Doctor will come to an end on Sunday, the 23rd of October, 2022, on BBC One, meaning we'll have to say goodbye to 13 exactly 1 year and 1 month before the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, which will be on the 23rd of November, 2023. That's also when former showrunner Russell T Davies will be back behind the Doctor Who wheel, who is expected to be the one to introduce Ncuti Gatwa as the 14th Doctor, as well as reintroducing some familiar faces. Looking at the trailer for the last episode to feature Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor, it's going to be a wild one. 13 will have to fight for her very existence as she faces the Daleks, the Cyberman, and her arch nemesis, the Master, which can only mean one thing: a battle to the death. And the iconic yet dreaded regeneration speech, which Whittaker has described as simple, epic, and beautiful, all shot in one sweeping take. The big question that remains is, will we get a glimpse of the next Doctor waking up in their new body right before the end of the episode? Or will something more complicated be going on? What would you prefer? Wait a second, we made a promise. Next, we're digging into Good Omens Season 2. FX's Kindred gets a Hulu premiere date, and Tom Welling joins the Supernatural prequel, The Winchesters. Don't want to miss out? Make sure to stick around until the end of the video. Now let's go. First up, Good Omens Season 2. New characters and cast pictures revealed, and release date teased. The Good Omens panel had a lot to live up to at New York Comic-Con this year, with expectations going through the roof, and the hope almost palpable. Good Omens became an instant success, and the news of a second season was more than welcome. But what to expect? And more importantly, when to expect? The panel consisted of showrunner and source material creator Neil Gaiman, executive producer Douglas McKinnon and Rob Wilkins, and Good Omens cast members Nina Sosiana, Maggie Service, and newcomer Quellen Sepulveda. Gaiman was able to give us the good, yet somewhat incomplete news that we can expect the new season to be dropped in the summer of 2023, which was later also posted on Twitter, alongside an exclusive new poster for the upcoming season. Fans immediately quickly notice that the wings of Crowley and Aziraphale make the shape of a heart, only adding fuel to the fire that we will actually see a romance between our two favorite characters. It was also confirmed that both Maggie Service and Nina Sociana will be returning for Season 2. Anna Maxwell Martin was unfortunately already tied up in several projects, and thus will be replaced by the equally compelling Shelley Khan. They will be joined by Sepulveda and Donna Preston. Next, FX's Kindred gets a Hulu premiere date. FX's new drama series, Kindred, has gotten its premiere date for Hulu. The new series, which is based on the novel by the same name by Octavia E. Butler, has 8 episodes, all of which will be dropped exclusively on Hulu simultaneously on December 13th, 2022. Soon after, it will be made available on Star Plus in Latin America and Disney Plus under the Star banner in all remaining territories. Kindred follows the story of Dana James, who is portrayed by Mallory Johnson, a young black woman and aspiring writer who has uprooted her entire life of familial obligation, relocating to Los Angeles in order to claim a future that for once in her life feels all her own. But before she can actually settle into her new home, she finds herself being violently pulled back and forth through time, emerging at a 19th century plantation. The plantation is intimately linked with Dana and her family, and she soon realized that an interracial romance threads through her past and present. But the clock is ticking, while she struggles to confront the secrets that she never even knew ran through her blood. The novel has been critically acclaimed by critics and average readers alike, and its writer, Octavia E. Butler, has won a Hugo Award for her amazingly vivid writing. Needless to say, we're excited to see the novel come to life in this upcoming series. Have you put Kindred on your to-watch list? And finally, Tom Welling joins the supernatural prequel, The Winchesters. It has been revealed that Smallville alum Tom Welling is indeed included in the cast of CW's drama series, The Winchesters. The Winchester is the long-longed-for prequel to the global phenomenon Supernatural, which has made its premiere on the CW on October 11th, 2022. The Winchesters is told from the perspective of Dean Winchester, which is voiced by its original actor, Jensen Ackles, and is supposed to portray the epic, untold love story of how John Winchester, portrayed by Drake Roger, and Mary Campbell, portrayed by Meg Donnelly, and how they put it all on the line to not only save their true love, but the entire world with it. Welling has been tapped to portray the recurring role of Samuel Campbell, who was originally portrayed by Mitch Pileggi in Supernatural. Samuel is Mary's father and patriarch of the Campbell hunting family. Everything Mary knows is what she has learned from her father Samuel, who is gruff and pragmatic, the veteran hunter who chooses actions over words, something the Winchester brothers must have inherited from him. Shoot first, questions later, and it's always Samuel's way or the highway. Luckily, Welling is no stranger to taking on bad guys, as he became internationally known for playing Clark Kent on the hit TV series Smallville. And that was it. What do you think of Matt Smith's performance on House of the Dragon so far? Let us know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.